All-Star night for the Winter 17 season is in the books. DJ Steele was here in the building, made it very legit, if you will. This post-game show presented by DJ Steele, guys. Ellis, Ben, Matt, Ryan. I didn't mess that up. I'm Joey Zacco. Tyler Feldman behind the camera. The All-Star game, a little out of hand. I don't actually know which team won. We had a jersey fiasco of which team, so Ryan will speak to that. He's thrilled about that. But I do know who won the contest. Mike Davis won the three-point contest, and Marky DeRousseau won the dunk contest after both No Limit players failed to complete their second dunk, unfortunately, so that allowed different people in the finals. Let's start with that. So Mike Davis, I talked to him after on that last rack, knew what he needed, was the last one in the final round with, who was he in the finals with? Shapiro and Moose, Brandon Massaro. There you go. So he knew, Ellis is happy about his Shapiro pick. Shapiro came to play very well, but I want to give it to you guys. So if you want to speak on Shapiro, how did he get to the finals? I know he came up short, but he had 19 in that final round.
Yeah, he had 19 in both rounds, so probably the most consistent performance, I would say. Just one, shy of making it to the finals, so yeah, it was closer at the end. I really thought he was going to pull out and get the dub.
And now let's move right along to the dunk contest. As I mentioned, both No Limit players didn't make it to the finals. Reggie Stewart told me beforehand he wasn't going to play, so that left Eccles, Brandon Massaro again, and the champion Marky DeRousseau. We saw some good dunks. My favorite was the honey dip, to be honest. Massaro started it off with that, and I don't know if it got Carter-esque, yes. But what from the dunk contest stood out, and obviously Marky, fear the hair, as we had our judges saying, but Marky was able to come away victorious.
I think the biggest takeaway from the first round was that dunk by Massaro. How that didn't get a 40 was beyond me. How that got 7s and 8s was beyond me. But in the last round, it just came down to who wasn't going to screw up. And Marky had a tough time getting his last dunk off, but it was easily the most impressive of the last round, and that's what it came down to.
Right.
I just want to throw in there that Marky was attempting that, through the legs deal and did not make any of them in the dunk contest, but in the last play of the All-Star game, he hit it. So.
That's right. A nice exclamation point on the All-Star game for sure. Which team won?
Vargas.
Team Vargas, and Terrell didn't
Great
even show up, so there we go. So Terrell didn't pick his team, Terrell didn't play in the game, yet Team Vargas wins the Winter 17 All-Star game. We'll go 136-109. I can read a scoreboard. So, what did Team Vargas do, minus the captain, to get the win?
Well, this game was all offense, right? It was just a bunch of fast breaks,
Okay, no, but what players stood out? We know Rowan did very well, but...
So Ty Reed stood out to me. He played very well tonight, standing right behind the camera,
There
so
you
I'll
go.
give him a shout-out. Well deserved. I think a lot of guys played really well tonight. I think Corey Jacobs played a really good game. I think Kevin Rivera played okay. Not Kevin Rivera, I'm sorry, I'm blanking on his name, but it was a great game overall.
It's not a show.
It's not a show.
Not a show without
I'm gonna miss the Ben Schneider F-up.
I should have a blooper reel.
Yeah,
do that.
don't worry.
But, good game.
John Ruin played GM, then he played
John
MVP.
Ruin, that's what I was trying to
He was really the story of
Then
this.
he
Mike
played
Davis
no
had
limit.
33 points on it.
He
8
played no
threes. All
Don't
no
get it
limit,
twisted. John's a
that
decent
Facebook
GM.
Live
So,
right here, man.
let's get to tomorrow night. Speaking of Corey
That's the real
and Reggie and DJ Steele and Jalen,
Reggie
who
Stewart,
played very
yeah.
well. A lot of deep shots, a lot of dunks, but let's get to that game. Tomorrow night, 9:15, live on Facebook. 3-seed redemption, 5th-seeded Monstars. Again, both undefeated teams, no longer around, but we have a lot planned for tomorrow. Quickly, even if you don't all touch on it, what stands out about tomorrow's game besides, we'll go Reggie and Jalen, kind of the obvious. Anything stand out besides that?
Go ahead.
We just have two really well-rounded teams that play really well on both sides of the ball. So I think what's going to be a real key is the guard matchups between these guys, right? So like Corey Jacobs on one end, you have Steele on the other, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just curious to see how that's all going to happen, play out.
We can't say DJ Steele enough. If you had the over on 4 during this show, you're the big winner.
I'll spin it another direction. Redemption's second in the league in turnovers, and the Monstars are third in the league in steals.
Okay.
I think if Redemption can take care of the ball and hit their shots and maybe play a little inside ball, take advantage, the Monstars only have one true big in Antoine Petway. If they can take care of the ball and get it in the post, I think they come out victorious. But if they turn the ball over and play sloppy offensively, it could go the other way.
Let me just say from experience, Redemption's post are nothing to mess with. First play of the game, they pin me down low and I get dunked on. And that makes the snap, of course. I need to train you guys a little better, I think, on how to use Snapchat. Tomorrow,
Okay,
Redemption, Monstars, the finals. We'll be right here on Court 1 at 9:15, live on Facebook. These guys are happy because they're almost done with me. That's why.
And I might get all the names right tomorrow night.
We'll see if he can finish on a high note.
Find out if Ben gets all the names.
We have a no from Ty Reed on that. So
Messing up 100%.
probably not going to happen. This has been the All-Star post-game show presented by DJ Steo. Again, if you had the over on 4.5 for DJ Steo mentions, you're the big winner. I bet the under, unfortunately, and I'm hosting. I should know better. We'll see you tomorrow live on Facebook, 9:15. We'll be live with our pregame show, 8 o'clock, and then we'll bring the whole game to you live on Facebook Live. For the guys, I'm Joey. Some Michael Jackson play, and we'll take it out on that. We will see you tomorrow for the end of the Winter 17 season.